Okay, we are live on the air. Let me just check in with our technology people to make sure we are good to go. He says, yep, go. There it is. All right, we are live on the air. Hey, I want to welcome our international audience for sure. I know we have people calling in from all over the world checking in tonight with us on our Google Hangout. This is Traffic Authority, the Traffic Authority. And tonight we're going to be covering a couple things. I got some special guests here, as you can see at the bottom of your screen there. We have got Devon Brown. Devon is one of our top leaders. The guy has got a ton of experience. He has his own brand. Many of you may know about Devon. And there we have Kara. For those of you who join us on our daily radio show, you know that Kara is a regular there. Additionally, Kara is somebody who hangs out with us on our Facebook group, and we're going to be finding out more about our Facebook group here in a little bit. I'll talk about that. Before we get any further into the broadcast, though, again, I want to welcome you into the laboratory. If you're looking at us tonight for the very first time, don't mind the headband. I sustained an injury during the Civil War back in the 1800s. And pay no mention to the turkey gobbler here. This is what happens when you lose like 65 pounds within about 8 months. So let me get to some information, though, here. Let me make sure that we are broadcasting and coming through live. Let me check with our technology guys. Are we good? Yes? Is the buy now button? Ladies and gentlemen, this is creation on the fly. Actually, welcome to my laboratory. We've been working all day bringing this thing to life. We've been working really, really hard since the very beginning of August to really, bring the Traffic Authority to life and to where it should be. Now, let me get into some details here for you. Let me open up one more. Okay, here we go. We're calling this a secret meeting. For those of you guys who receive email from us, and maybe you received email from one of our representatives, we refer to this as a secret meeting. But it really is no secret. As a matter of fact, Traffic Authority is the talk of the internet. If you're hanging around at all on Facebook or any other social media, you will see Traffic Authority is everywhere. But what we're going to show you here this evening is a brand new business system. We just rolled it out at the very beginning of August. We paid out over $500,000 in commissions to people just like you in our first 7 days of operation. We're talking about something really big. And ladies and gentlemen, you are in the right place at the right time to make the big money. People who get started in programs like Traffic Authority, although I will say there's nothing like Traffic Authority, but people who come into something like this at the very beginning have an opportunity to just stick around and really cash in. For some people, the information that they're learning here and the things that they're putting into action has revolutionized the way that they have been living their lives. Okay, and after you watch the webinar this evening, you'll know exactly what you have to do to join our community and to get started and to make money beginning right now today. We are going to be here for a long, long time. I will say that I have a seat at the big boy table, and every once in a while I'm invited to a discussion by the founders and the creators and the internet guys, the architects, the banking division, the people who are responsible for Traffic Authority, and I promise you this. Traffic Authority has been built and designed to last a long time. It may appear as though we're a shiny new toy coming to you live on the internet because that Traffic Authority buzz is out there, but be absolutely certain that this is way more than a shiny new toy or a deal. Traffic Authority is a community, a real company with a long-term vision, and you're about to learn about that vision. Let me tell you a little bit about myself, okay? My name is Joe, Joseph Richard, if you find me on Facebook, and I've been working with very successful companies for about the last 15 years. Okay, I got my start in direct selling and network marketing in the Civil War days, actually so long ago, but in the last 10, 12 years, I've been really active when the internet came around. I've been working with people, and I've actually owned my very own company. I have been the architect of one of the biggest direct selling companies in the world, selling a $25,000 product. It's like really networking for grown-ups. And in those 15 years, I've had the opportunity to literally travel the world. I have stood on stages in places like Athens, Greece, and Fiji, and I've been to Costa Rica, and I've been to Peru, Athens, Greece, you name it. We've been around the world, Sydney, Australia, 3 different times. And one of the things I have learned about as a trainer, as a public speaker, One of the things that I have learned is that people right now in this internet age are starving for something true. They're starving for something to be real. They are starving, right? They want to make some serious money. At the same time, they are drowning in skepticism. You know, what really is happening on the internet, right? It's so elusive. It's so dark. Who really knows what's on the other side of the screen? Well, here at Traffic Authority, we have something different going on. And we made the decision to be as transparent as possible. Every single morning, we come to you live via radioleverage.com for 2 hours, where we answer questions. We hear from people. We do webinars like this every week, twice a week live. We're about communication and connecting with you. That's what I have learned. That is what is the most important thing in a business like this, especially in the internet age, is connectivity and transparency. So let's talk a little bit more about this business, the Traffic Authority. How did we pay out $500,000 in commissions in the first 7 days? Well, how did we do it really? If you go back in time, I want you to consider the gold rush. Back in 1848, they had the gold rush, the California gold rush. There's gold and then there are hills. And everybody went there and everybody made money. However, the people who really made the money and the people who lasted were the guys who were supplying the picks and the shovels. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that Levi's, the jeans company, right? We all got a pair of Levi's in the drawer. That company got its genesis way back in the gold rush because they were supplying clothing that was rugged enough to handle all the work that those guys were doing. You know, in 2003, the internet gold rush really began to happen, right? And as you guys know, since 2003, companies come and companies go. There's always a shiny new toy. Sometimes they last a week, sometimes they last a month. Maybe they will go 2 or 3 years, right? But they all have a tendency to die out. But the people who have been supplying the picks and the shovels, or the traffic and the leads, well, they are still here. The tools guys. The founders of our company, the Traffic Authority, are those guys. They have been in the lead generation business since the beginning of the lead generation business. They have been involved in technology, aggregation of data, and that's who they are. We together, our team, the ones I just spoke of, over 100 years of combined experience in this space of lead generation. I'm going to talk to you exactly about what that means to you as a Traffic Authority member. Before I get there, though, again, I want you to consider that these guys, the founders of our company, Greg, Doug, Chad, Adam, you know, they've been around supplying tools, okay, to companies for years, since 2003. And then about 5-6 years ago, they said, you know what? Why don't we just introduce our own company? Instead of always just supplying the picks and the shovels to the other companies, why don't we start our own company? And that happened about 5 years ago. And as a result of experimentation and doing some things and then doing some things differently, we've arrived here at Traffic Authority. We are the Traffic Authority, okay? We are the ones that have been providing clicks to some of the biggest companies, the biggest names in the internet marketing space for a long, long time. So really, what is traffic and what is clicks? You know, I want you to think for a moment about Facebook and Google, because that's really what we do. What we do is the same things that Facebook and Google really do for a living. Now, I know many of you think that Facebook is really designed as a place where you can go and post pictures of your angry cat or your barking dog or a picture of your beautiful daughter in her new wedding dress or vacation shots. You know what I'm talking about. Well, in fact, did you know that Facebook is the largest aggregator of data in the world? Every single time that you click thumbs up, like my page, every single time you enter information into Facebook, they're collecting that data and they're identifying who you are, what you want to buy, what you think about, what motivates you, and then they turn that into revenue. How do they do that? Did you ever go onto a Facebook page, on your Facebook page, and right over there on the right-hand side you'll see stuff for sale? Did you ever wonder why, if last night you were like considering getting a new washing machine, and all of a sudden Facebook sees you, they know that you've connected with somebody, you've asked a question about a washing machine? Did you ever notice the next day, all of a sudden, whoa, how do they know that I want a washing machine? Because they're aggregating data. And then the person who has that washing machine ad, the person who's selling that washing machine, is actually paying Facebook every time you click the link. Think about Google. Do you really think that Google is just there as a search engine? Google is another behemoth aggregator of data. Did you ever go into your Google once again and say, you know, best deal on iPads? What is the best deal on iPads? And then the next day you log into Google, right? You're going to look at a washing machine. You go, okay, I want to find a washing machine. And the next thing you know, Google is selling you an iPad. You look over there, those paid ads, that is Google aggregating data, and that is traffic. What we do for a living is supply those clicks, that type of traffic, to people who are in our world. What is our world? Our world is people that are home-based business entrepreneurs, just like Devon, just like Kara, just like me, home-based business entrepreneurs. As home-based business entrepreneurs, what we have to survive, compete, and win is views to our website. People have to see our offer or we are dead in the water. Business owners, and I'm talking about a lot of business owners. According to the Direct Selling Association, right now in North America, right here, North America, somewhere in the neighborhood of 16 million people are online right now in the business opportunity sector. That means there are 16 million people right now who are starving and craving that traffic every single day, every single morning. They wake up wanting more traffic. And that is what we offer to those business owners. So what are our products really? The great thing about our products is they can be sold to anyone who has a website and wants to get that traffic. And incidentally, the number of worldwide people around the world, individuals like us who are competing in this marketplace, in the internet space, in the home-based business arena, it is like the number is so big. It's in the neighborhood of 100 million people, just like you and I, who are in the world right now operating a home-based business. You know, and the radio show that we do every single day. This morning, I talked to a guy, hello, Tom from Thailand. We have people calling in from South Africa, all over the Pacific Rim. Our Canadian friends, I mean, we have a worldwide opportunity and we are geared for a worldwide opportunity. I'll talk a little bit more about the e-commerce solution that we have here. But the great thing about our products, again, is that they can be sold to anybody in the world who has a website and wants to get more traffic, okay? And we have products, the 3 T's is what we call them, and I'm going to tell you about these products right now, okay? These are the front-end products, okay? Meaning this is where people get started with our business. This is where they actually get involved with us at a very significant level, and this is where the residual income. You see, in Traffic Authority, we have a couple things playing for us, right? We have a residual income component, meaning every single month you can make money on people's subscriptions. At the same time, we have another product, the traffic itself, which pays giant commissions. I'll talk about that in a moment. But here are the front-end products. We have something called the Traffic Optimizer. The Traffic Optimizer is a set of tools and is primarily geared, and when it was brought to the market, it was designed for people like Devon Brown, who has years and years of experience and who could benefit from some things like advanced link tracking, split testing software, pop-ups and rotators, all kinds of things that I know little about, quite frankly. You know, when I first got him, like, really? Serious? Are you advanced link tracking? What is that? I got a website that I can hardly get going out there, right? Well, the Traffic Optimizer is a very, very cool tool. It's only like $47 a month, of which $20 is paid in commission. And that really leads me to our next program, right? The next product in our lineup, the second of the 3 T's, is something we call the Traffic Academy. And this is very, very important because the Traffic Academy is where the education lies. Okay, there are so many people, as I said, hungry for results, starving for something to work. Well, it's cool if you have the tools, but what good is the tools if you don't know how to operate them, right? If somebody came over today and said, hey man, here's a G6, I want to give you a jet, I would sit in the jet and go, now what? How do I start it, right? I mean, so you got to have the education to really empower yourself, and that's where Traffic Academy comes in. Traffic Academy, again, is a $97 upgrade. Traffic Academy is cool. There's a Traffic Academy certification course. You can become a certified traffic expert, but here's what's really going on right now, is our Traffic Academy has professors. This last week, and I'm going to show you this a little bit later in the webinar, this last week we introduced our very first Traffic Academy professor. This guy is a ninja when it comes to email marketing. Really, what is email marketing? How do you create a list, and then how do you communicate with that list and then monetize the list? And Devon knows more than any of us here this evening about that process. Okay, that is really an educational format that is second to none. Currently, and I'll talk a little bit more about this later, our very first professor, he's got a $300 product that he sells in the retail market. You can buy it right now. But as a member of the Traffic Academy, that's included in your membership. And we're adding one new professor every single month. It is the greatest value if you're serious about your education that you can ever come across. And then we have the big ticket item, the back end, and that's the traffic. Okay, so now you got your site up and you understand, okay, I understand what traffic is. I see what a list is. I see I want to monetize a list. Now, how do I get people to see my site? How do I get people to find out about me? Well, that is where we have traffic. That's our back end. That's our big ticket items. In Traffic Authority, we're talking about premium quality traffic. When I say premium quality traffic, I'm talking about top tier. Now, top tier traffic, what you will learn here, top tier traffic is primarily North America, English speaking individuals who are looking to grow a business online. That's the traffic. So when you decide to purchase some traffic, what you are buying is clicks. You're buying hits, people going to your site and saying, yes, I want more information. Here's my name. Here's my email address. That is traffic. When you purchase a traffic package from Traffic Authority, you are getting the best premium quality traffic. We deliver quickly. Traffic Authority will get that moving, and you're totally in control. I'll show you this a little bit later when I show you my back office. You decide when the traffic flows. Maybe you want to stop it. Maybe you want to ramp it up. Maybe you want to burn through it. Maybe you want to slow it down. You have total control over when and where you send that traffic. We have internally advanced quality control. Okay, quality control, meaning that this traffic that we are sending are real individuals, real human beings. You have to be careful out there in the traffic world. We know there are other companies who sell traffic like huge bundles of traffic for pennies on the click, right? But what you're really buying, and I have firsthand experience, I tried some of this stuff years ago, got my ass handed to me on a platter when I spent a bunch of money on clicks, only to find out that the clicks was a robot, right? It was some automated system that was clicking, and there was no human being to even see the offer, let alone opt in. Quality control is critical. And we have a team of people who every single day are scrutinizing the traffic from a quality control standpoint. Now, the packages, I'll get into just a little bit of information. The packages range, if you want to buy traffic, you spend $200 and you get 200 clicks. But of the $200, 50% is being paid out in commission. We have a bronze package, a $400 package, a $600, a $1,000. That goes all the way up to $8,000. There are people here today, we call them diamond leaders, right here today, who have invested $8,000 in their traffic. They're getting 8,000 clicks, which is huge. When you understand how to build and monetize a list and the real value of the stored energy, the future money in those clicks and in that database, it will blow you away. But the cool thing is on that package, an $8,000 package, there's a $4,000 commission being paid out. Now, I'll get into a little bit more detail on how those commissions work and how those splits work in a moment. But what I also want to talk about here in a moment, and I'm going to bring Devon in here to comment as well. The program we're talking about here, the Traffic Authority, is a completely done-for-you online business with unlimited learning potential. And when I talk about done-for-you, I'm going to show you in a moment about the back office and what I really mean. But I want you to know that this is a step-by-step system and a business-building process that is totally take you by the hand. You're going to have to do some work. Okay, let's be honest. You're going to have to do some work. But this is truly like follow the bouncing ball, connect the dots. It is done for you, step-by-step business plan. We offer you high-converting sales funnels for your use. You'll have your own unique link. So people can go to your link and they can actually get started if they want to in Traffic Authority, or you can send them to someplace else. But the point is that the converting sales funnels that we have are the best in the industry. They're always becoming fresh and new. Our business opportunity is very unique. There's no passing up of sales. I'll talk about that in a moment. There is huge commissions available on the back end, okay? And then once you establish your customer base, and here's what we have learned, people out on the internet who understand traffic and they understand the benefit of having people seeing their website, they buy over and over again. Okay, so when you have a retail traffic customer, someone who's buying traffic from you because they want hits to their website, they want views on their website, every single time they buy, you make a commission on those retail purchases. In addition, I talked earlier about the subscriptions and the Traffic Optimizer and the Traffic Academy, and I'll get to that again in a moment, okay? But the bottom line is that you earn money every single time somebody makes a sale, somebody buys traffic, and we also have an opportunity for you to make passive residual income as a team builder. Our community also offers to you something very unique. I mentioned this earlier, right? Very unique. It is called daily support. Every single day, Monday through Friday, at 11 a.m. Eastern, we are live at radioleverage.com. There's a telephone number for you to call in. If you have a question about your business, if you have a question about what's going on right now, every single day, we are actually on the radio live. There's a dial-in number to support our group. As a matter of fact, today I was hooked up with one of the technology guys on Skype. People were calling in. They had a little problem with their website. Something was going on with their rotator or something was going on with their traffic. And in real time, I'm able to get somebody on Skype in the technology department, and we are fixing, we are troubleshooting, coming up with solutions on the fly in real time. There's no one else that has that kind of level of service available. We also have weekly training webinars. We do one on Tuesday night. This is where we bring Traffic Academy, where you can come and learn from these guys who really know their stuff. I'll give you a secret, okay? Since you're on a secret meeting, I think our next Traffic Academy professor is a specialist in the world of LinkedIn. Do you know what a gold mine LinkedIn is? Okay, it's a gold mine. It is like the biggest community of people who have resources that are looking for this type of work. Our next professor is a specialist there. It's amazing what we do every single week. We also have a VIP mastermind group, and I'm going to talk about that in a moment. I'm going to get into the VIP mastermind group in a moment. But before I do that, and I'm also going to share with you a little bit more about the comp plan and how much money you can make. What I'd like to do right now, though, is to just give you a little bit of a break. Let me bring you out here, Devon. If you can just talk about who you are and what your experiences are, not only with Traffic Authority, but with the whole Megillah, dude, as your experience in the industry and the kind of money you've made. Just, let her rip, my friend.
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can. You're coming through loud and clear.
Thank you. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Devon Brown. I'm here in Atlanta, Georgia, and I want to thank you all for being on this call with us tonight or today, wherever you are. It's tonight for me, but it may be today for you. For those of you guys who don't know me or who've never heard of me, I actually got my start back in this internet marketing home business industry back in about 2001. And what I will tell you is that for my first 5 years in this industry, I failed miserably. I was about 21 when I started, and by the age of 23, I had filed for bankruptcy. I had spent some $40,000 in this game and just trying to figure out how to make money, and couldn't figure it out. So I say that to say that I don't know you and I don't know your story, but what I do know is that the story of a lot of us who are just getting started in this industry is one of having tried for months, if not years, having spent thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars, and seeing little, if any, results. And so what I want to tell you tonight, as we're just kind of getting started here, is that whether you understand everything or not, and whether you realize it or not, what you have just stumbled across is a business that is the actual solution that you are looking for. To keep things simple, what I'll simply say is this. In order to make money online, what you need is a couple of key ingredients. The first thing you need is a quality product or service to sell, right? And ideally, that product or service that you are selling does two things. Number one, it pays you residual income, that's money month after month. And number two, it pays you big ticket income. In other words, $100, $500, $1,000 in one fell swoop. So the first thing is, do you have a quality product to sell? The second thing is, do you have a system that sells it for you? Do you have a done-for-you website that does all of the selling for you? And the third thing you need, the third ingredient, is just a way to get a bunch of traffic to your new system. And whether you realize it or not, whether you understand all the details or not, the reality is that that's what you have right here. You can get started in this business right now, today, and within an hour after the time this webinar is over, be completely set up and to be ready to make money. Am I promising you're going to make $10,000 next week? No, that's not what I'm saying at all. That's silly. All right, even though some of us have done it, all right, myself included. But everything that you need to make money, everything that you need to succeed is actually right here, right now, and it's yours for the taking. So with that, Joe, I'll hand it back to you. I just wanted to briefly tell you guys that you have stumbled across the real deal, and you have stumbled across a community that actually cares about your success. So stick with us, pay attention, and make sure that you take advantage of what you're about to get access to here in just a little bit.
Hey, Devon, listen, I know that you're on a schedule tonight. I know you're on a tight schedule. You have other meetings. If you can stick around for a while, I'm going to bring you back out in a minute or two.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you. And I'm going to bring out this other individual right here who's up on the screen. This is Kara from Texas. Kara, just your perspective very quickly, and I'll come back to you a little bit later. You know, as somebody who's relatively new in this space, right? Devon, been doing it for years. The guy he's a legend, quite frankly. For those of you who know Devon Brown, guy's amazing. We are actually blessed to have him seeing what we're doing and joining the party here because he's capable of really, I want to say, doing some damage, and you know what I mean, Devon, doing some damage because people listen to Devon. He's very influential, and he speaks from truth, and that's why we bring him here. And then this, Kara, you're like the other end of the spectrum, and so much you do speak the truth, and you're an amazing woman. We've had you on here before, but from yours, a relatively new internet marketer using email as your tool, you know, what's been your experience here, and what kind of results have you seen in your first 30 days?
Hi, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, can hear you great.
Okay, great. Well, thanks again for having me on tonight. So it's just been really amazing. There's so many good things to say about this company and this business. You really just don't know where to start. But the first 30 days has just been a blast. I've had so much fun, and I've learned so much with the training and the tools that have been provided to me. Being brand new really into the world of traffic, not knowing anything about how it works, not really having a list, but getting in there and using the step-by-step instructions and resources. I've had some great success in my first, I'm about 45 days now. I think in my first 20 days I made $1,000. My first week I made around 200, and you know, that was just really part-time working from home. So I've never really had that kind of success. I've been in other companies in the past which were mostly offline. So to have, you know, this type of success and be able to learn this much in such a short amount of time has been a lot of fun, and I'm just really excited about all of it.
Well, you're fun to have here, and I'm going to get back to you in a moment because I want you to talk about some of the support that you're experiencing and some of the support that you're actually giving. You know, our community, I'm going to show you guys the Facebook community in a moment. I'll do some screen sharing here. Our Facebook community is growing quickly. We have over 18,000 members in our Facebook community. And you want to talk about traffic, and you want to talk about momentum. You know, Traffic Authority in the first, I would say in the first 30 days, we had 50,000 people join us in our community, right? 50,000 people joined us in the community. Now, those were free members, right? They came and they had like a taste of the coffee, a little sample. But the results have been astonishing, and the people who went forward and became members, well, the numbers speak for themselves, right? We paid out over $500,000 in commissions, I think, in the first 7 days it was. Our Facebook community has over 18,000 people in it, and that's in the first 30 days. It really is amazing what's going on here, and we are just getting started. One of the features and benefits, I think, is that Facebook community. That's where people really come together, and although you are relatively new, Kara, I can testify that you're out there every single day lending support, connecting with people, and assisting us in growing the community. And that's what people really want in this day and age, is that community and that support. All right, let me get into some other details here for you guys. Okay, I'm sure you're wondering, okay, how do you really make the money here? Okay, how do you really make the money? Well, the decision to get started here is very, very simple. And incidentally, if you look at the screen, I'm pretty sure, it's not on my screen, but is there a Buy Now button down there for you guys? Because if there is, you can take advantage of this opportunity right here, right now, today. This is how simple it is, okay? The Traffic Optimizer, that's a $47 commitment. that traffic optimizer, it includes the reseller license. Okay, so for 20 bucks, you can become a reseller. And I'm going to show you in a moment what you get as a reseller. And then the next step up actually is the traffic optimizer. That's where you have to be. That's where you should get started. And that's $47. Now on that $47, 20 bucks is paid out in commission. 20 bucks on every single sale. And that money is kind of divvied up, okay? This is a unique compensation plan in so much as that there are no pass-ups. There are programs out there right now. Many of you may have heard of these programs where you make the first sale, and then the second sale passes up, and then you make the third, and then the fourth one passes up, and you make the fifth, and then the sixth one passes up. You know what I'm talking about. You guys know what that is. Well, in this compensation plan, you don't pass anybody up. Every single sale that you make, every single one is yours, your people, you keep them. What we do is we split the commission. So in this case, okay, on this $47 sale, the $20 will be split on your first 6 sales. It's split 50-50 between you and the person who enrolled you. So your sponsor has a vested interest in your long-term success, because on the first 6 sales, they're going to get 50%. What that means is on the people who you bring to the table, every single one of those individuals will be sharing 50% of their commission with you. And then after those first 6 sales, you get a raise. You are going to get 80%, and your sponsor will get 20%. And that's amazing, don't you think? On a $47 program, $20 is getting paid out in commission. The next level, the Traffic Academy, this is what they refer to as all-in. If you're all-in, it's a $144 commitment, which in my neighborhood, that's less than a Starbucks every single day. For those of you who are thinking, oh, sounds great, but where am I going to come up with 144? Well, you can get that 144 really covered pretty quickly because of the way the compensation model rolls. All you got to do is bring a couple people in, and based on these commissions, you'll be making some serious bank with 3 people on your team. But, you know, the Traffic Academy, again, it's a $97 commitment, and of that $97, Traffic Authority pays $50 in commissions every single month. And again, of that $50 commission, if it's one of your first 6 sales, you get half and your sponsor gets half. After the first 6 sales are done, you get 80%. Your sponsor will continue to receive 20%, and there's an ongoing vested interest in your success, right? And so I want you to consider, okay, you're going to be sharing money with your sponsor, but all of the people that you can effectively bring in so easily with our traffic and our done-for-you model, so many people will be joining your business, and they will be splitting their commissions with you. The next thing I want to talk about are those traffic packages, right? The basic $100 commission. You make $50 to $80 on your sales. The bronze level, a $200 commission. You're going to make between $100 to $160, and it goes up. The $300 commission paid on the silver level, you're going to get between $150 and $240 on every single one of your personally enrolled people. Gold pays $250 to $400. It goes on and on. Platinum pays $1,000 in commission. You're going to get between $500 and $800 on every single one of your personal sales. Titanium, $2,000. Diamond, that's the finish line, right? Diamond is an $8,000, 8,000 clicks, paying $4,000 commission. And depending on where you are, you will make anywhere from $3,200 to $2,000 on each individual sale. Okay? On the first 6 sales of each type, the commission is split 50-50 with your sponsor. After you've made 6 sales, the commission is split 80-20 with your sponsor. Instead of looking up, though, I want you to look, oh, my group. I'm bringing people in. If you bring in 10 people in the next month, which you can easily do with our done-for-you traffic and our turnkey systems and all of the things that we do to effectively assist you, I want you to consider what your business looks like, especially those of you who understand some of these things that we're talking about, you know, viral marketing, Facebook, and you know how to really promote to your email list. Man, you're looking at a pot of gold here, okay? You know, how much money can you really earn? Take a look at what you can really do. Let's imagine you're qualified at the diamond level and you sell 1 package in a month. If you haven't made your first 6 sales, you made $2,000 this month. Now, you know, one of the things I'll hold my comments on what does it really cost to live today in North America. I'm going to save that for a moment. But $2,000 probably will make a difference in your life, wouldn't it? And that doesn't include any income from your team. Okay, when you start enrolling people in your team, if your downline makes 5 sales, you earn, well, I'm going to save the actual mathematics for a little bit later. It is a very, very big number. And people can buy multiple packages. There's a lot of different things that we can do. What I really want you guys to consider is where we are in the process, what the opportunity looks like right now, and the kind of money that's on the table when you're talking about 50-50 splits on commissions, going from $47 up to $8,000. Okay, and this is happening right now. At the end of the webinar, I'm going to give you a little bit of a disclaimer because there is no product purchase required. You can get yourself qualified at the traffic packages, and that's a detail we'll save for later. But I really want you to consider, what this opportunity is for you. It really is amazing what can happen. Okay, how does the sales funnels work? Okay, again, the sales funnels are done for you. Okay, as a matter of fact, I'm going to show them to you in a minute. What I'm going to do right now is actually open up. If you guys give me a minute right now, let me do a screen share here. And I think I know how to do a screen share. Let's see what we can do here. All right, screen share. Yes, screen share. Start screen sharing. Okay, could you guys see my screen right now? Could you see a Traffic Authority screen there, Devon or Kara?
Yes, we can.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. When you become a member, okay, when you become a member of Traffic Authority, this is what you are going to see. I'm going to walk you through some of the things and some of the elements and what you get for the money. Pretty benign looking, right? No big deal. Traffic Authority, your complete traffic solution. I'm going to put my username in here, right? There it is. There's my username, Joe. We pre-populate my passcode there, and I'm logging in. Logging in, walking. There, I'm in. When you log in, this is the first thing that you see. There's a video playing right now. Very, very cool. Very intuitive. Okay, as I come through here right now, this is my home page. This guy here, I don't know if you can hear it. Very well done. Talking to me. I love it. There it is. I won't go through the entire video for you guys, but this is what you get. Interactive. Right away, here's a gentleman. Very well done. Traffic Authority always goes to the highest level when it comes to, all of the elements, right? The user experience, quality control. This spent a fortune on this video right here. But here's what you get, okay? So this is your home page, and these are your elements. We're at the dashboard right now. Here we have the traffic store. This is where you buy traffic. Here we have the traffic optimizer. These are the tools. I'm going to open these up in a moment so you can really see what you get. This is the Traffic Academy. This is what's really, really, in my opinion, the most exciting element in the entire program is the Traffic Academy, because this is ongoing, continuing education with some of the biggest and the brightest minds in the world of direct selling, relationship, customer management. This is the real deal right here in the Academy. I'm going to show you in a moment. And then we have the resellers. So let's start here with resellers. Because as a reseller, everybody can be a reseller for 20 bucks. Here's what happens when you're a reseller, okay? Again, the video opens. There's a video walking you through this exact, process. Okay, here it is, how it works. There it is. Now this is a 16-minute video. Okay, so I'm not going to sit here for 16 minutes, and I'm sure you guys have better things to do. But one of the things he said is it's going to take some work, right? And it is going to take some work. And if you get to work, you can make serious money. But let me go through the rest of this. This is for resellers, okay? Like 20 bucks, 20 bucks, and you're a reseller. And this is what you get. There's a business center here, okay? This business center, this is it. Here's my dashboard. Okay, my business center here tracks my activity today, yesterday, this week. You can see here, it's tracking everything that's going on. Okay, the hits, the leads I'm receiving, the sales I'm making, the earnings I'm generating. Here's products, Traffic Optimizer, Traffic Academy. These are products. And when people buy these products, I get paid. And this is where I can track all that activity. Here is the packages, right? Packages, basic, bronze, silver, gold. This is like really a dashboard. So you can, at a glimpse, take a look at, here's my residual income, $4,200. Over here's my Traffic Academy income, $1,300. My residual income is $5,300 this month. Here's something called the qualification bank. When you make a sale, if you're just a reseller, every time you make a sale, you will receive credits, not money, but credits, so you can build through a qualification bank rank. Okay, so you can begin earning these big commissions. All right, also at the bottom of this page, here's a link to our daily training call every single morning. Here's weekly updates. Here's a daily planned marketing strategy that we provide for you every single day. Swipe files, assistance, hand-holding. It's very, very cool. Here's the marketing links, okay? And what are marketing links? Marketing links are, quite frankly, these are the links that you will use as a reseller to promote your Traffic Authority business. These are done for you, okay? Capture pages that are done for you, done for me. For example, here's right here, okay, looking at capture page number 1, I have a link right here. Here's the link. I have a link for this page. When I promote the link, this is what people will see. There it is. If I promote this link, and you will have this, every one of you will have your own individual set of links. When I promote this link and somebody goes through this process and they sign up or they just ask for more information, guess what? That is coded to me forever. Okay, this is done for you marketing at its best. And this is like, I talked to you earlier today about Google and Facebook, how Google and Facebook make money. Well, this series of capture pages talk about that exact thing. It's a sales funnel that goes through 18 minutes of information, so people are going through a process. They're hearing stuff. They're being inspired to move. And when they move, boom shakalaka, you make money regardless of what you're doing in the moment. As a matter of fact, when we got started here this evening, when Devon first came on, he goes, and Devon, I'll ask you to talk about this in a moment. Devon said, hey, I just made a commission. Because people are always online. This stuff is working for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Here's another video series that we have. It's called Rich versus Poor. You know, it's a high-tech, very glossy sales funnel that's about 18 minutes long that talks to people about pain, about being broke, about not having enough money. It's very well done. Here's different capture pages, right? Different capture pages. Here's a preview of that capture page. Again, it takes you through a whole funnel. Very cool stuff. We also have, and this is the most important thing I want you guys to understand, retail. Okay, I talked about people in the world, 18 million people looking for clicks. I get calls all the time from individuals who say, you know what, I just want to sell the traffic. I got a guy right now I'm working with who owns a network marketing company. He's got really glossy, sexy capture pages and landing pages for his people. And his people in his network marketing company are saying, man, I just need some traffic. I need some clicks. I know that many of you know people like that. Maybe you have a group of individuals who are, they got the blinders on, you know, they're selling whatever it is, lotions, potions, essential oils, fat, you know, get skinny now products, and you just want people to see that traffic. Well, here is retail, okay? Here's retail. You can promote your link, again, retail. People don't know, there's nothing here about a business opportunity. It's just about traffic and what can it do for you, right? And so these are the elements, these are the things that you get as a reseller. Where else can you get this for 20 bucks? Come on. Here we have a stats page, once again. And oh, let me go back to the marketing links, okay? Done for you marketing. Right here, click here to set up your autoresponders, right? We work with autoresponders. We work with a third-party vendor, GetResponse. So for those of you who have never done this before, and you're saying, man, I wish I could really do it in an online business, and I've never been able to get there, this is how done for you it is. Here we have something brand new, compliance training. You know, we want to make, oh, there is. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. There's one of our technicians, Adam, you'll see him on a future webinar, walking us through compliance. We want to make sure that we are telling the truth. The fact of the matter is that Devon said you're not going to make 10 grand in your first 30 days. Maybe you will. Some of you will never make any money because you're unwilling to do the work. This looks exciting, right? But you have to do the work. Compliance. We want to make sure that we're telling an honest story. We're telling you how it really is, and we want every one of our members to be on board with compliance so that we can preserve the integrity and maintain the long-term viability of Traffic Academy, Traffic Authority. Okay, here's a marketing links walkthrough. Again, another video for those of you who are like, oh, this sounds cool, kind of scary. Okay, but what do I really do? Here's a video that walks you through the marketing links, how to create your own domain name. I mean, this is totally dialed in. Here's a page that has your marketing stats, okay? And again, these are marketing statistics. Here's where you capture your leads, okay? What's going on in leads? I'll back this date out. Let's say from September 1st to October 1st. Whoa, there it is. These are all the leads. Like I got 54 pages of leads in that 10-day in that 30-day window. Downline, okay, this is currently a downline that I'm working. Here's someone joined yesterday, Angela Somoza. Thank you, Angela. Angela came in and bought Traffic Optimizer. So I made a few bucks there. Here's my team sales. Here's your commissions again, so you can track your commissions. These are the commissions. That's my name, Angela. The 24th, Harold Taylor. He's got a 660. Well, this is interesting, right? I made 60 bucks on this one here. 60 bucks. That's because somebody else is the guy who just passed me up 10%, right? Somebody else made the 540, but I made 60 bucks just because I sponsored that guy last January. How cool is that, right? So this is just a little bit of a peek for you on commissions. Payments, okay, we work with real-time payments, okay. We work with something called e-wallet. I'll show you that in a moment. We show you actually how to set your e-wallet up. That's your system, and here's another, your system setup, setting up your email list. Here's how you set up your e-wallet. Here's a thing here we have called business plan. Again, take you by the hand and show you actually how do you, let me shut this guy off. Okay, business plan. Let's go back here. Let's go to your business plan. Okay, how do you really create a business plan for your traffic authority business and establish a goal and then hit the target? Okay, right here you'll see step 1, download your plan. This is a PDF file that talks to you about setting that plan, putting it in motion, and realistically arriving at your destination. Right here, step 2, input your dream income number. How much money is your dream number? And when you enter that in, you will be taken to the next step to help you create a plan, how much traffic, how many views to get you to the number that you want to get to. Here's a tab again, accelerate your success, all right? Get people to your website today, earn up to $2,000 in commissions. Amazing, right? Go over here, we've got, and again, we're in the reseller area right now. We're back to the very beginning of the reseller training. Here it is, introduction to this training, Traffic Authority, the company, Traffic Authority, the products. Here's something cool, fast start. You guys who really want to get going in business, open up window. For some reason I'm frozen up here. Oh, there it is, the fast start. This is really where you actually get the tools and the swipe files and all the things that you're going to require to really go to the next level in your business. Right over here we've got swipe files, solo ad providers. There's so much material here. Now let me take you to the traffic, and all that is for 20 bucks. That's what you get as a reseller. Now let's talk about Optimizer. What do you get for the 47, the additional 27, the upgrade, $47 a month? You are a reseller, and now you have these tools. Okay, this is the tool suite. Okay, tracking links, a split testing rotator. Okay, what is a rotator? That's where you can rotate clicks. So maybe you're running 2 or 3 websites and you want people to visit all 2 or 3 websites. Exit pop-ups. This is some more technology stuff, where people are looking at your website and, you can pop something up when they're about to leave the website. Timers, site monitors, really cool stuff. And this, again, is for the advanced user, quite frankly. But if you're not advanced yet, then here's where you go. Here's the Traffic Academy. This is the really, really cool piece, okay? This is the Traffic Academy. And this is for an additional $97 a month. Here's what you get. This is our first, something that we just introduced just yesterday, day before yesterday, what you will learn in this academy, what is going on, how to create your avatar, how your sales funnels works, all kinds of really, really cool stuff here, right? But here in Traffic Academy is live training. Okay, here is an event that we just covered the other day, Email Profits Bootcamp. This piece right here, the guy Darren who put this together, he is like one of the #1 copywriters in the whole world. He's the guy that put this together. Okay, and take a look. He's got modules, okay, attention and relevance, responsiveness, online engagement email. I mean, this is the real deal. Forgive my spinning color wheel of death there. I got something going on here with my computer, but I think you get it, okay? I think you understand. The live training right here email bootcamp, how to use the world's 6th largest website to ethically spy on your prospects. This is really advanced high-tech material. This piece right here, you can go and buy. Do it right now. Google Email Profits Bootcamp. That's for sale right now for $297. Plus, there's a PDF file as an add-on for $150. Okay? You can buy it right now directly from Email Profits Bootcamp guy. Or for $97 a month, you get this included in ongoing continuing education. And Darren comes out maybe once a month, and he actually answers questions, and he works with us. And this is one every single month. Our goal is to add another complete email, some kind of a boot camp training every single month, another one being added. So at the end of the year, of you paying $97 a month, the value is off the top. You're probably looking at $4,000, $5,000 worth of content if you bought it online, ongoing support, constantly adding stuff, and live events. We have live events coming, and these professors will be at the live events to answer questions. The goal here really of the Traffic Academy is to give you the tools, empower you with the knowledge, and put you in touch with the top guys, okay, the people who do this and have extraordinary results, and put you right in front of them so that they can tutor you and mentor you and take you through the process. All of this, $144 all in for $144. You get this back office, the dashboard, you get this reseller program. I mean, where else do you get this stuff for real? Okay, come on, let's be honest, man. I mean, my mind is blown, to be honest with you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back live here. I think you guys can you see my hold on. Thank you.
We see you, Joe.
Thank you very much. And this is a face built for radio. This is why I go on the radio every single day. But, if I can maybe bring you back out here, Devon, I know that you got some stuff coming up here tonight. Could you come back out here and just, because you are an experienced guy, you know what it costs to get the kind of training that has put you into a 7-figure world. Could you maybe comment on the value that you see here with those things that we just saw, some of the things we have in the Academy? That stuff is priceless, man. Where else are people going to get that level of education, right?
Right. So I would look at, you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can. Perfect.
Okay. So I would look at this two ways. The first way to look at it, in my opinion, is what can you make once you understand what you've got? Like once you understand the tools and the product. So for me, for example, I've leveraged a lot of the knowledge that Traffic Academy teaches into a multiple 6-figure-a-year income, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's one way to look at it. So one question to ask yourself is, what's it worth to potentially, or to have the tools and the resources to create a multiple 6-figure-a-year income? The second way to look at it is, what is it worth actually from a retail perspective if you were going to go and buy it or create it yourself? So with regard to what Traffic Authority as a whole is giving you, for example, you look at the replicated funnels. Well, how much would it cost to build a graphics guy, to get a graphics guy to build these, to get to get them hosted, to get your programmer to build them, to get everything integrated? What would it cost to get a copywriter to do the copywriting? What would it cost, for the email marketing course that Joe just showed you inside of the actual Traffic Academy? When you look at the actual retail value of everything the Traffic Authority as a whole is giving you, then the actual value, and I'm not just pulling this out of my rear end, is in the tens of thousands of dollars, in all sincerity. And I can say that because I built companies online and I know how much this stuff costs. I have a full-time programmer that I pay tens of thousands of dollars a year to do a lot of the stuff that Traffic Authority is handing over to you on a silver platter for a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of that. So when you weigh the cost-benefit analysis, I'll tell you in all honesty, it's a no-brainer. If you are simply willing to, and even if you don't, again, I love this example. I'm going to just say this really quickly. If I ask you to explain to me all of the ins and outs of electricity, $1,000 says that you can't. However, if you're willing to go to the wall and flip the light switch, you're going to get the light to turn on regardless of whether or not you understand electricity, right? Regardless of whether or not you understand electricity, if you go and you just do the action, If you go and you just flip the light switch, then you get the light, you get the result regardless of your understanding. So what I'll tell you to do is to make sure that you click the link below and go through the process and plug into the system, and you will better understand everything as you go. And it will, a lot of the stuff that Joe was saying, if you're brand new to this industry, will make sense for you. But here's what you'll be doing when you click the link below and get started, is you'll be setting yourself up for success. You'll be setting yourself up with the same system that caused Kara to make thousands in her first month, the same exact system that I used to make so far in the tens of thousands, and we haven't even been open for too terribly long. So what I'll tell you is that, again, what you've got here is real, and the actual real-world value of it is worth way more than what you have to pay to get in. Not to mention the business opportunity, and you get people like Joe to come out here and do presentations for you on a regular basis.
And people like you, Devon. I mean, you show up here as well. You're one of our top leaders, and when we do our live events, we were talking yesterday in one of those executive meetings about live events that are coming, and we're anticipating thousands of people from around the world showing up, and I got a feeling that Devon Brown will be there, and you'll be one of our featured guys, and yeah, amazing. And Devon, I know you mentioned a little bit about what does it really cost to build something like this, and we did an analysis. This is a six-figure. Probably, when you look at the coding and you look at the work, and about coding and about creative, editors to put together all of that video content and all of those sales funnels. There's another element that we know that we teach here. It's called that bridge piece, right? Where each individual, when you get to know and understand how important it is for your face to be out there, you can actually insert your own little video in the middle of these done-for-you sales funnels that really personalize the experience for the person who's watching. This is like pretty high-level stuff. I mean, wouldn't you agree that some of that we're like, it's almost like, are we? We're empowering people with, like I said earlier, it's like, here's a jet plane, but we're going to teach you how to fly it, right? Because there's cool stuff, right? What what it costs for editors and stuff, isn't it? It really is the value that is second to none.
What you guys would pay to try to create a lot of this stuff on your own, you wouldn't want to pay, not to mention the big giant headache that it is to create all of this stuff on your own. I'll go back to what I said in the beginning. Last time I spoke, I said you need three things in order to make money online. If that's why you're here tonight, if you're looking for a legitimate business, a way to make money online, or a way to make to create that kind of life-changing income, if you're looking for that opportunity, well, you stumbled across it, and it behooves you to take advantage of it. But in order to make money, you're going to need three things. Number one, a quality product. Number two, a system to sell it for you. And number three, a way to get people to your new system or to your new website. All three of those things are right here, right now, and you can get them and have them all set up and ready to go tonight before you go to bed, but you have to make that choice. And if you're going to sit there and say, well, Devon, it's a little bit scary, well, congratulations, outside of your comfort zone is where success lies. So, but you've got everything you need right here, right when you click that link below.
That's correct. And when you click that link below, and I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit more about that, when you get started with us, you also have the opportunity tonight, actually it will take about 24 hours, to get traffic going to your new site. So it's totally done for you, right? You got the funnels, you've got all the things that, the technology, all the the e-commerce solution. And I know you only got a couple minutes here, Devon. If you got to go, I appreciate your time. You are absolutely awesome. Okay. And so, the done for you piece is amazing, and it is done for you. It truly is done for you. And we make the decision very, very simple, right? If you click the button below and you do buy now, you get started right now, you also receive, in addition to all of this stuff, a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. For 30 days. Okay, your $144 commitment has a full 30-day, no problem, no questions asked money-back guarantee. So there is zero risk. The only risk is that you do nothing. The only risk is that you let this pass you by. We do have all of the tools. We have the training. We have the heartbeat. We have the support. We have the experience. Everything is geared up, man. We've already paid out. I don't know what it is today. It's got to be, well, it was $500,000 in the first 10 days, first 7 to 10 days. But I want to talk, if you can come out here, Kara, I'm going to take you off mute here. I'm a dogger, but I heard your dog going over there. So I'm going to take you off mute here. Where are you? Unmuted. There we go. Okay, can you hear me now? Speak. I can't hear you. Could you take yourself off mute? There we go. There we go. Can you hear me, Kara?
Yes. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
I can. All right. Quickly, I want to get you back into this conversation because the other day, I'm pretty sure it was you. I'm pretty sure it was you who went to school on Tuesday night, and you learned from Darren, the expert in email marketing. And incidentally, for those of you there was a blogging program that's still out there. It was really, really dominant a couple years ago. And this guy, this email guy that we talk about, he is the guy that wrote the ad copy that put 100,000 people into that program within 10 months. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to communicate. He knows how to teach each and every one of us in a very simple way, how do you communicate with people on your list. Was it you, Kara, that I saw on the Facebook page who actually went to school on Tuesday and is beginning to implement some of this stuff and is like, whoa, this is... I think I did see some of the email coming from you because I'm on your list, by the way.
I know. I saw you. I saw you in my database. I thought, wow, cool. I got Joe. Sweet.
Yeah, so maybe you can comment on the value that you have found in that simple $97 a month piece. How cool is that for you?
Tons. There's tons of value in it. Like I said before, my background has been mostly offline over about the past 4 to 5 years or so, and going out and doing vendor events and home parties and drawing circles on chalkboards and things like that, and not really much of an online presence. Not having a list, and to be able to use the training, massive amounts of training to learn everything that I need to know about this business, and not have to go out and tote the products and go and do home meetings and things like that. I can do this business completely from my home, and not only am I, building an income from, sitting here at my home and not having to go out and do those home parties and tote products and fill my garage and closets up with products anymore, because it's all done online. I can also help the other businesses that are out there that are still doing that are still out there looking for people to join their business. I can help them with the traffic that I provide. So in essence, I've become the merchant rather than the miner. Like, you kind of made the analogy to the gold rush earlier. Yeah, the first responders to the gold rush, the ones that got in there and did all the digging, yeah, a few of them, struck it rich from gold, but it was, those were the first responders. Everybody who came in after that, they had a much more difficult time. So the people who actually made all the money were the merchants, the one who were providing the tools and the resources, and helping those guys to get in there to do the mining. So in essence, this is really similar. That's what I'm providing, and this is allowing me to not only create a massive income for myself through done-for-you products that I don't have to know anything about, but the training is there for me to learn. I just want to say it's like it's super cool,
Mm-hmm.
So in the community that we have, I wanted to touch on that too. The community that we have is super amazing. We've got so many really great people who have been in the industry, people who've never done this before, people helping people. I think we have like 18,000 in the Facebook group now, and we've all come together to really dig in there and help each other out, and that's been awesome. Not to mention, you guys, being there for us, answering personal Facebook messages, being available on the radio show every morning, 5 days a week. Who knows what somebody's going to call in and ask? You have no idea what somebody's going to call in and ask you, but you're there. You're there to answer the questions. You're there to get, do the problem solving, and completely transparent. I've just never seen anything like this in my experience. Like I said, it's been mostly offline, but to to have what you guys offer and to already have success, not knowing anything about the industry, has just really been amazing. Super excited for, what's going to happen 6 months from now, a year from now. This is going to be a legacy company. I can see it.
Mhm.
I can see the growth, and I'm just super excited about all of it.
So it's worth your investment then of $144.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure. I mean, I've learned so much and spent $144, and I've learned a ton about this already. And I know that there's still more coming. So.
Thank you very much, Kara. Thank you very much. I do have a couple more things, where we do have some more information I want to share with you. Again, Devon, if you're still around, if you can hang around, I'd be happy to, if you must excuse yourself, because I know that you got some stuff going on. Devon is like he's in demand. He does so much work. He does so much work with his community and with his group and his people, and I'm glad that you're here, dude. But let me just do some recapping for you, okay? When you get started tonight, just press the buy button right now at the bottom of the screen. That's all you got to do. It simply is a decision for you to take some action. And like Devon said, if it's scary, that's cool. That's where the growth happens. Get outside of your comfort zone. Make the decision. And what is the rub? It's a money-back guarantee, okay? 30 days, unconditional money-back guarantee. So you really have zero risk and everything to gain. And we have this transparency, right? Every single morning, as Kara said, this morning we went for 2 hours. We go 5 days a week, every single day, including Saturdays, when the founders, the co-founders, and their invited guests come and share the vision for our community. You can do the research for yourself. As a matter of fact, you can join us on our radio show and hear what goes on any time of the night or day. We do broadcast. As a matter of fact, the radio show from this morning is available right now at radioleverage.com. If you're taking your time this evening and you want a little bit more, that's cool. We want you to get over the skepticism, and we're totally transparent, and you can go and listen. This morning's show right now is at radioleverage.com. And this webinar is just the beginning. Every single Tuesday night we are hosting a live training webinar, and you'll have the ability to look over the shoulder of our top earners as they share their secrets so you can learn how to make more money in your business and how to do it risk-free, totally efficiently. We also have the Academy. We have these experts who come out on Tuesday nights to give you next level. Everyone's invited for Tuesday nights. The Academy, however, in the back office is reserved for Academy members. And here is a secret. I'm going to let you in on something, okay? Academy members in the future will have the ability to resell the material that's back there. For example, okay, the guy who has the $297 product right now in our back office, our affiliates can sell his product as affiliates and receive compensation. Okay, so there's many things that are in play here, okay? There's a lot of things. It would take me forever to tell you everything that's going on. But on Tuesday nights, we have that. Thursday night here, we have this live business opportunity meeting, the one that you're viewing right now. And I want to tell you that we're just getting started here. I'm like relatively new at Google Hangouts and webinars and stuff. I'm a old school conference call telephone jockey. So we're going to perfect this forum. But the whole idea is to be transparent, and we're going to be bringing people out here who have real results. Every single Thursday, we are going to be here. And incidentally, this is hardwired. There's some cool technology in here. If someone sent you an invitation, if somebody sent you an invitation from their email list, and you're one of our guests this evening, and you clicked and you registered for the webinar, we got you. Because if you, in fact, tonight make the decision to press that buy button down there, the person who sent you here gets credit for the sale. And they're going to get credit for your upgrades. And they're going to get credit when you buy the traffic. They might be out on the beach. As a matter of fact, one of our top guys, Adam, he'll be here probably next week. I talked to him right before the webinar. He was with his daughter. He's got a little daughter at soccer. And when I was listening, she had scored a goal. I'm like, oh, somebody scored a goal. My point is, you can do this thing right now. You can get busy right now. There are people right now who are out there living their lives, and they've invited guests using our automated systems to this very webinar. And there are individuals out there who are making money tonight because you're here watching this webinar. We've got hundreds of you guys here right now, and I'm looking for a report right now live to see what's going on as far as who's saying yes, who understands what this is and is taking advantage of the opportunity. As I said, every single Saturday at 12 noon Eastern, we have a live conference call with the founders of the company where they share their vision for the future and they update you on what's coming up. And this is really an exciting time. It's kind of like the clay is still soft. You know, things are happening and we are just coming out, right, after years and years of experience, a century of experience with the founders, you know, like hundreds of millions of dollars in sales. We are now just coming out as the traffic authority. So there's new stuff coming all the time. There's new information every single day. Every single Saturday, you hear from the founders, and the founders actually tell you exactly what's going on. Totally transparent, okay? Got a couple Facebook things. I'll share with you a couple things, right? If you'd like, you can join us on Facebook. Okay, you don't even have to be a member to join our VIP mastermind group. We have a very simple thing for you to do there. It's easy.com/TAFB group. I'll say it again at the end. You don't have to write that down. Don't worry about it. We'll get back to that. We also post all of the meetings, all the details. If you go there right now, again, easy.com/TA, T for traffic, A for authority, F for face, B for book, TAFB group. You can go there right now. You know, I'd prefer that you stay here and watch our hangout. But if you need, all you got to do is go to Facebook right now, put that in, it will take you there. You can request admission into the group, and you can take a look at what goes on there. A ton of information, community connecting, solving problems, and most importantly, people are sharing in their success. Go there for yourself, and you will see videos and you will see posts about people who are making money today. Brand new people, never been in internet marketing, direct selling before, having results right now. All you got to do is press that buy button, and you can become one of the tribe. You can become a member of our family. Okay, that Facebook group is really, really cool though, because if you're ever stuck, you're looking for some answers. You really want to just connect 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's where you go, and that's where you find people like Kara here. She's one of the contributors that is always there on the Facebook page. What I want to do, we've only got a few more minutes here, and Devon, if I can really just bring you back out here one more time, if I may, before you leave. You know, our company, you know, what from your perspective, you know, you've been in the industry. What is it about the group, about Adam, Greg, Doug, and you've been here since the beginning, and what is it, in your opinion, about this business model, you know, like getting from Google and Facebook, you know, what they do to be the behemoths, to dominate? We're in the same game. And maybe you can talk a little bit about, you know, the concept of retail, and that whatever you're doing, this doesn't really distract from what it is that you may be doing, right? I mean, I know that we're about to wrap up here. You're really, really eloquent at this topic. I've heard you before.
So one of the things that you have to realize, if you're trying to make money in an online business, any online business, how many of you who are listening to my voice right now have been trying to make money in some kind of home-based online business opportunity for some time? My guess is that it's the majority of you. And if it is the majority of you, then the one thing that you have done in the past is you bought traffic. You built a website, or you had somebody built a website, or you had some replicated website, and the one thing you did was buy traffic. If you've ever bought traffic before, here's what you know about it. You know that you must have it. Just kind of is what it is. It's like putting gas in your car. You just have to put gas in your car in order for your car to go. Well, traffic is the same way with your business. So when you have a company whose core product is traffic, when you have a company whose core product is the one thing that every single internet home business opportunity seeker must buy, not that we have to convince them to buy it, not that we have to say, you're going to buy this and you're going to feel great, let me kind of try to convince you why you have to buy it. No. They must buy it, and they know that they must buy it. When that's what you're selling, something that people are already spending millions of dollars on, when that's what your core company and your core, what the company is based around, that core product, well, then you have, in my opinion, the ultimate product. Because you have a product that you don't have to convince people to buy. My background is actually in what we call big ticket phone sales. That's where I have made the majority of my money in this industry until now, where I would get on the phone and talk to people, and they would buy $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 packages from me. With this, I have never made so many four-figure commissions, $1,000 and up, without having to talk to people. And the reason I'm making those commissions is because they're buying traffic. And the reason I don't have to convince people is because they already know they need traffic and they're going to buy it regardless. So when that's what your company is based around, then you're setting yourself up for massive success. And when you couple with that the infrastructure that the leadership of this company has built and the compensation plan that they have in place, I don't care if you understand it or not, I don't understand all the details, but that hasn't kept me from earning tens of thousands of dollars in a relatively short period of time. When you couple all those things together, then you've got what I consider to be the perfect storm, and that's why this is where I am putting all of my focus right now. I've been in this industry for 15 years, and with 15 years of experience in this industry, if I see something here and I'm putting all of my effort into it and I'm bringing all my best people into this, there's a reason for that, and that reason is that it's the real deal. They've got something here. So.
And one last thing I was thinking as I was listening to you speak is about, because you do have so much experience and you do understand this space, about the quality of clicks. You know, I mentioned earlier in this evening's Google Hangout that I actually, at one point in time, years ago, had my own thing. I was trying to survive on the internet. I did some research, and I found somebody who was offering me like giant numbers of clicks for a couple $100. It's like, get 1 million clicks, like some ridiculous number. Like, oh, even a blind hog finds an acorn. I'm like, there's got to be something in here. And it turned out my experience was that those were robots. Okay, I was buying clicks, but it wasn't human beings that were actually responding. It was some kind of a robotic, right? And so maybe you can speak, in closing here, about the quality of the clicks, and really people have to understand, right? It is a process. It's a long-term plan. If you buy 1,000 clicks today, what you're really getting is a list that you can cultivate and you can monetize that list. It really is about the education at the end of the day. But the front end money, because we have so many people who are hungry, is big. But could you maybe just speak to the quality of the traffic and really what that means to people? And it's like, I don't want to be like buyer beware, but you know what I'm talking about, dude.
So there are two types of people who are with us right now. There are those of you guys who have a little bit of experience in this internet home business industry, who have bought traffic before, and if you are, and the other side of the flip side of the coin is that there are those of you who have not a lot of clue what we're talking about. So if you do know what we're talking about when we talk about buying traffic or buying clicks or buying visitors, those three words are synonymous. When you're buying visitors to your website, then what you know is that often there are people out there who say, I'm going to send you a billion visitors to your website for a low amount of money. And the thought process is, well, if you send me 1 million clicks, then I'm guaranteed to make at least one sale. Well, the reality is that when you do stuff like that, you end up getting burned, because there are a bunch of individual shysters out there who who their job is to sell you fake traffic. And the one thing Traffic Authority does and specializes in is making sure that all of their traffic is real. Okay? And once you found a quality source of real traffic, that is an invaluable resource. That's what so many millions of people are looking for right now online. And if you've got that, if you've got the keys to that, if you've got access to that kind of traffic, which you do once you become part of Traffic Authority, once you become a reseller, then you've got a resource that everybody wants and that people are willing to pay for. Okay? So if you've ever been burned on traffic before, congratulations, welcome to the Traffic Authority. You're not ever going to get burned again. If you've never been burned on traffic before, then congratulations, welcome to Traffic Authority. You now never have to get burned in traffic. All right? I hope that made sense.
It does make sense, and thank you very much, Devon Brown. You're amazing presenter. You make so much sense. You're absolutely awesome, dude. I really appreciate you taking the time here this evening. And, a couple things I do want to just comment here, okay? Really, what happens next, okay? Are you ready to start? Are you really ready to start building your own online presence, really start building your own internet business, and making some serious money along the way? It's a simple decision, okay? Click the button right now and get started. It's only $47, okay? $47 includes the traffic optimizer and the reseller agreement. Then you'll have the opportunity to get the traffic authority right after that. You'll be right in it. You'll have immediate access. You have a 30-day, 100% money back guarantee if you should change your mind. And we honor that guarantee. And proof of that, quite frankly, is in the transparency, right? Because we're here every single morning. Every single morning at 11 a.m. Eastern, we're out there, open. You said it a moment ago, Kara, open to all comers. I've never had somebody call into the radio show and say, oh, you know, I made a mistake. I want my money, because they get their money back. If you have a problem, if you're not happy, it's a 100% unconditional money back guarantee. So what's the problem? Okay. For the $47, you are in the program, you're in the company, you have 30 days to evaluate, kick the tires. Get in there for $47. Follow the marketing plan, and on the last step of the business plan, make sure that you take the time to set your initial goals. It will show you the exact steps you should take to reach them. It has never been easier to realize success in an online business. We also have the daily marketing plans that we send to you every single morning. We send you swipe files. If you don't know what a swipe file is actually, you swipe it. You know, you're wondering, say, okay, I'm brand spanking new. I'm building my list. I've got an autoresponder. Maybe I've got a couple hundred people who are in my former world, my former life. Okay, how do I tell them about traffic authority? What do I say? We send you a swipe file. All you got to do is swipe it. You know, cut and paste. And there it is. That's exactly what you should say. Included in there are the links to your unique sales funnels, all done for you marketing. Every single morning, we can help you get your business up and get more traffic and more sales. And you know, let me close with this. I was thinking about the real opportunity here at Traffic Authority, okay? Like I said, you know, I've been in the industry for a long time. My first rodeo was 25 years ago. I've been a company owner. I've been a company founder, an architect, a public speaker, a trainer. I've done a lot of stuff. And one of the things I've seen is that, as I said at the beginning, most people are starving. Most people are starving for something to be true. Most people are sick and tired of being jerked around, of being told something like this. I know many of you have been on webinars, and there's been a beautiful picture painted. And then all of a sudden morning comes and you're like, oh my goodness, what did I do? I just bought something. How do I get my money back? You try to get your money back and they're gone. It's like impossible to get a refund. I know, I've been there. It's happened to me. So I know that people are really, really hungry for something that's true. And this is true. This is true. You know, I was thinking about what people are really doing. Have you gone to a Walmart lately? Go to the Walmart, and who are all the people that are greeting you? They're baby boomers. They're senior citizens. Do you really think they're doing that job because that's their destiny? Or do you think they're still trying to make a few bucks? Not long ago, I was at the Dairy Queen, and I was with somebody who I know, and we're in the same community, and I says, man, look at that guy in the Dairy Queen. He looks familiar. And she's like, oh, yeah, that was the guy that, you know, he was the CEO of that pool building construction business, and they went belly up. And I'm like, that guy is CEO quality, and he's working at Dairy Queen? She's like, yeah. That's what's happening. This morning I was interviewing one of our next professors for the academy. He shared the same story. Back in 2008, the guy was earning 7 figures in the financial planning business. By 2010, he was dusting himself off and going, what the hell happened? You know, the cost of the American dream, according to USA Today, right now, I just picked up this data. It says the cost of the American dream is $138,000 a year. That's according to USA Today. Now, I'm thinking that we're a worldwide opportunity. You know, this morning we had, you know, Tim checking in from Thailand, and we had, you know, Amanjeet from India was checking in, and Carl from the United Kingdom. So I really think this $138,000 is more than North America. I think it's around the world, right? The world is looking for something, especially in this internet age. $138,000 a year. The average American family of 4 right now is living on $51,000. $138,000 just to live the American dream. And what is the American dream? It's having a nice house, warm, cozy. It's having healthy, loving relationships. It's having children that you can take care of and get them the latest iPhone 6 because everyone else has one. It's being able to pay your taxes with a smile on your face on time. putting together some money, keeping it on the side so your kids could go to the school of their choice, having a little bit of extra money so you can bring grandma home from the retirement place so she can live her life with dignity in the bedroom that you've been able to set up for her in the big house that you own. That's the American dream. That's the dream of the world, right? We, us, the 18 million of us on the internet, 100 million around the world on the internet, looking to make that dream a reality. So what are your options? Okay, think about what your options really are. If you're like me, I'm a baby boomer. I am psychologically unemployable. I couldn't work for a living, but I work 16 hours a day here in Traffic Authority because I'm so down with this. I love what's going on here. But what are your options really? Get a job? Really? Just over broke? The 40-40-40 plan? Work 40 years on a job for $40,000 a year? And at the end, they give you a $40 Timex watch as you go out the door? Maybe multi-level marketing for real? Look, we're all in the same space, right? I honor multi-level marketing. As a matter of fact, I received an order today. Here it is. Here's some of my stuff. I'm not promoting anybody, but here's my essential oils. I live on this stuff, man. Here's some. I love the multi-level marketing industry. Okay, they came before us. Okay, but I will say this: the truth is that maybe 0.1% will ever live that American dream. How many people will it take in your multi-level marketing business for you to live the American dream? $138,000 a year. The number, can't even calculate the number of people and the sales volume that each and every one of us require to live the American dream in the multi-level marketing world. That, my friends, is truth. And you'll always get truth here at Traffic Authority. Or maybe you buy a lottery ticket, okay? Maybe you just go get a 6-pack of beer, some red wine, buy a lottery ticket, and sit there in front of the TV waiting for the numbers to come. In the meantime, your butt is getting bigger, your kids are getting more out of control, your bank account is getting drained, and you're dying from the stress because life, the bills keep moving on. Today's October 1st, mortgage day, rent day, car payment day. They've been hitting all day long. I can hear my bank account ding, 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 drawing money out of my bank account. October 1st. So what are you going to do? What are you really going to do? And I know that many of you have been doing it. You've been chasing the dream. You've been chasing the dream. You've been on the internet. You've been buying programs. You've been investing time. You've been investing money. And at the end of the day, you have bupkis. You have a bigger headache. Traffic Authority is the solution. And here's why. Traffic Authority is about education. It's about teaching you really the truth. How are you going to build a list? How are you going to build a list? Okay, let's say you have this morning on the radio show, I know a guy, okay? I know a guy, and this is what we're going to teach you to do. We're going to teach you ultimately to identify what is your passion. Because your passion has a pot of gold. But you gotta connect with the people that identify with you so you can get the pot of gold. And that's what we will teach you. That's what the education, the experience, the support is here to teach you to do. I know that those fancy front-end commissions are crazy. Kara, $1,000 in her first 30 days, 0 experience in internet marketing. Devon Brown, legendary, guy crushes it, 6-figure earner, 6 figures a month. Okay, all of us have one thing in common. All of us, what we have in common is that we all started somewhere. And we all are understanding this monster, this thing called internet marketing. So this morning I told the story, I'll share it with you now. I know a dude, his name is Brock. I met Brock years ago, and he figured out the internet first. He said, man, I can make a killing on the internet. And I'm like, really? Dude, the internet is just like, forget about it. It's just, forget it. You're not going to make money on the internet. And Brock says, wait, I got an idea. Brock loved paintball, right? He was like a paintball guy. I've never been a paintball guy, but Brock was a paintball guy. And he loved it, and he loved the paintball guns and the paintballs and the equipment and the clothing. So what he did is he went out there and he figured out that there were people on the internet that liked paintball, like him. Okay, that was his passion. So he went out there and he decided that he was going to sell paintball stuff to paintball people And the next thing you know, the guy's making 7 figures selling paintball stuff on the internet. I know another guy who was a legend. He is legendary. One of the first guys to make $1 million on eBay. He was a sports fan. He loved sports. So he went out and he became the biggest reseller of distressed baseball bats and hockey skates in the world. $3 million. And the reason he was able to do it is because he was able to connect his passion with his pot of gold. And at the end of the day, we do have big commissions. We have a lot of money on the table right here, right now. And you can get your hands on the money. Just press buy now right down there. It's waiting for you. But at the end of the day, we're going to teach you what you really have to do to build that list and monetize that list and take your passions and your dreams and connect them to the pot of gold that is waiting for you so you can have the American dream, regardless of where you live in the world. $138,000 a year. I know that sounds big. I know that sounds big for some of you guys. But it can be yours if you're willing to do the work. Disclaimer. Here's the truth. You're always going to get the truth. Many of you are pressing buy now, right now. And many of you will never make a nickel because you just won't do the work. But if you're willing to do the work every single day, the swipe files, show up for the radio show, follow the process. You know, there's hours of video that will teach you how to become a master on the internet in your own niche. If you do the work, it begins right now with a decision. Right there, $47. You are all the way. That you're 144. If you're willing to go all in, if you're really for real, then that's where you will go. Because we do have the solution, we have the education, we have the experience, we have the support, and we have the heart. You know, you can determine your future, and we will be there every step of the way. For less than the cost of a burger and a Coke, less than the cost of a fancy coffee every single day, $144 a month, boom shakalaka, you are a member of our community. And then what we will do is go to work for you. As a matter of fact, I will be here next Thursday, and I'm going to have another set of guests beyond what we have here this evening. Thank you very much, Kara and Devon Brown, a legend. Next week, we're going to have some more people here, and we're going to have some video. We have hundreds of people who are generating thousands of dollars right now, today. And next week, if you join us now, join us today, next week, you will have your own unique inviter code. And if you don't know what that is, come back tomorrow morning. We'll talk more about it on our radio show. But by getting started tonight, by next week, you can be inviting people to see what you are seeing right now. And it will probably be better because we're going to bring in some other talent. You know, as I said, we're relatively new in this space, and we're going to get better, and we are going to serve you. You see, you make the decision right now, buy now, you make the decision, and then you invite people here, and I will go to work along with our team for you. Because if you say yes, if this makes sense to you right now, there are other people just like you in your circle of influence who will see what you see next week, and next week you could be bringing in money consistently. Listen, I want to thank you guys for being here this evening. Again, I want to thank you, Devon. Thank you very much, Kara. You're absolutely awesome. We'll be back tomorrow morning, on Friday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. RadioLeverage.com is where we broadcast live on the internet. You can go there right now to RadioLeverage.com. At RadioLeverage.com, what you will hear is this morning's radio show. Every show we've ever done is archived there. And the reason I share that with you is because you can go there right now. You can say, okay, I'm sick of hearing that dude with the headband. Enough already. Okay, enough. All right, well, just take your time, do some research, go listen to the radio show, and you'll hear maybe this morning, I don't know, 30, 40 people chiming in, telling their stories, people with their kids. It's just really, really cool, right? And it's all about the social proof. Go check it out. You know, we also have something called Traffic Web Live. If you'd like to see what happened on Tuesday night, if you want to see the level of education that we have available, go to trafficweblive.net. At trafficweblive.net, you can see the Traffic Academy training that we provided this past Tuesday. It's a 60-minute webinar. The guy is unbelievably good. He shows you exactly what he's doing. You see, we have it all here. But now the ball is in your court. And this is where the rubber hits the road. Make the decision. It's that simple. Buy now, make the decision, and you could be living that dream life if you're willing to do the work. No BS, man. This is like the no BS zone. So just do it, okay? Don't worry about it, as they say. in South Philly. Don't worry about it, okay? Just go make the decision, press the button, and if you don't like hey man, where else could you go and get this kind of a meal and then get your money back? Go into a restaurant, say, hey, give me a banquet. I want to eat I want that. Give me everything, and then go, yeah, I don't like it. Give me my money back. Well, that's what you have that opportunity here, right? 30-day unconditional money back guarantee. Go check everything out. If you don't like it, we will joyfully refund your money in 30 days. No BS. We're done. I want to thank you guys again. Thank you very much. You are the man, Devon Brown. It is my privilege to be sharing this platform with you. I learned from you. Kara, one of the queens of the new community here. You see Kara on the Facebook page. Go there right now. Again, here it is. EZ.com. EZ.com. That's simple. E as in Edward, Z as in zebra.com /T as in traffic, A as in academy, F as in face, B as in book, group. Scrunch that together. EZ.com, TAFB group. See you there. Till tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern. Thank you, guys.